Hey guys, welcome back to my channel on herocinema.com. As you obviously can see, we got Ultron Prime in directly from Hong Kong, and basically it's really a neat addition because it's the first real evil character in this amazing 1/scale line by Hot Toys. And as you can see, it's quite a massive piece. So stay tuned for the video review. We'll start with the box, of course. Alright, here we go with the box. So you see a nice print of the movie title. They mainly use red and black colors here throughout the box. Here's an actual movie image of the character of Ultron himself. And on the side we've got the symbol of Ultron. And this figure is the MMS284. So basically the box fits perfectly into the line. Of course it's taller, it's almost 42 inches, maybe a bit taller I think, but I think it's the same width as with other Hot Toys. So and here is Ultron out of the box. All the LEDs are deactivated, as you have seen in the pictures on the promo shots. This figure includes a lot of LEDs, and basically the only accessory that we get with this figure is this nice Avengers AoU display base, which also has a lineup feature, and you see there's this die-cast rod in the center of it. Okay, so here's the base. As you can see, a nice sculpted surface, also some decent shading going on the paint application with some chrome, silver, blue, some purple inside. The bottom is the basic Iron Man base part that we know. But all in all, this was really a surprising addition to this figure, which I hadn't really on the radar somehow. And then of course you've got the light up feature. The switch is down below. So here we go. And this was really unexpected because the light up feature is really bright. So there are 3 AA batteries in there. And actually the light is that bright that it shines from the bottom to the actual figure. And there will be some nice reflections on the armor parts, or especially on the leg parts, of course. So that's really neat. Okay, so I got the figure back on the base again. As you can see here, the reflected red light from the base, which is really looking cool. Let's go back to the top. So general information first is that we have only plastic parts here, and when you get the figure right out of the box, you really feel a bit more of a plastic look going on. It's not that, it doesn't really feel like a premium collectible somehow. And it's not just the material that they used, but I think it's also the paint job. I mean, the paint job is really decent for a metal color, but it could have been much more deep and rich. So that's something that I somehow felt a bit lackluster, but yeah. And I think the LED functions will make up for this, but you will see this in a minute. So let's do a bit quick focus on the head sculpt. You see a lot of detailed sculpt work going on, and all these ridges and edges going on his forehead and his face. Also there's some red seams. They're really nicely sculpted, I have to say. On the back side you see that this part is actually like a more flexible plastic. It's connected directly to the head, so you can't take the head off. I'm not sure why they did this, but yeah, anyhow. So the rotation of the head is about this, so like 20 degrees to left and right, and upwards it's really limited, and downwards a bit more. You can actually take the head off somehow, but it will stay connected to the actual flap part here on the back side. Then what you already have saw is that the mouth part can be opened, so something like this. And when you will see the LED activated, it will make up for a nice light up effect also in the mouth area. Okay, let's do some brain surgery for Ultron. Basically, if you want to get to the LED switch, you have to use the included tool to open this top cover. And then down there you've got the battery compartment and of course the LED switch. So let's try this out here. As you see, the translucent top cover really shines through, and what is really nice is the effect in the eyes. So this really makes the figure a bit more lifelike. It gives it the character that it had in the movie. Also in this figure you've got a bit of a light up fading after some minutes, but it really looks a lot more lifelike, I have to say. Then of course you have to switch down the lights a bit to give you the full impression. And as you can see, the light up feature is really strong. And somehow the eyes are sculpted and illuminated in a way that you always have the feeling that he looks directly to you. It's hard to explain, I have no idea how it comes over on the camera, but it's really creepy. They have some depth to them, these eyes. And that's what I really liked on this character. Somehow he has a big personality inside this metal cover. So then let's go further down to the chest area. You see there's a lot of stuff going on, nice sculpting work, shiny paint application, as I said, not chrome looking, huge shoulder muscles or shoulder armor going on, and on the back side also nice details. Let's go directly for the actual light up feature on the torso area. So the switch is covered down below. So the torso LED is activated, and as you can see, it's deep inside down there. You see a lot of red light going on also on this part, and that's really giving for a nice impression as well. Also on the throat area there's some translucent parts or some holes inside the armor, which overall gives you a nice feel that somehow there's something living inside this metal skeleton. So let's switch down the lights here again. Okay, it's completely dark now, but you see the effects. Really nice. Alright, the same it works on the arms. So on both arms here you've got two battery compartments down below. These two can be easily removed by hand. And basically they're here for lighting up the biceps. So then we have to cover the articulation, because most of the people want to know how good this thing is articulated, and I think there's a much to it. So there are a lot of flexible parts like this one. This is like from the Iron Man shoulder armors. The arms are really rotatable, also the bicep and the hands. The fingers are individually articulated, so there's a lot to it, really a lot to it. Also you got an ab crunch with a ratchet inside. What the figure lacks is actual side and left articulation, so you can't really turn the torso. But what it lacks inside the middle part of the body, it definitely makes up for in the leg area. The legs are fully articulated, as you can see here. You've got these more flexible parts as well to give more freedom for the articulation. These legs or thighs can be fully lifted down and up. I think there's an additional articulation on the thighs. Let's try to find it here. So that was it. So it's like an extension for the thighs. Then for the knees, also fully articulated. And here there's some nice boots or nice feet going on. It looks like from an animal somehow. And it's actually having some swivel. So you definitely can stabilize this figure without using the default base or the rod. Then I'd like to give a quick comparison with some recent releases in terms of height comparisons. So here we've got Scarlet Witch and normal mid-sized human. On the left we've got Thanos from the Guardians of the Galaxy, and then we've got Ultron. So as you can see, the height difference is really noticeable. I measured Ultron for about 42 centimeters, which is about 16 and a half inches. So it's really massive, and again, I think it's a nice release to give some evil character to the Avengers Age of Ultron line, because that's something that I really felt a bit missing right now. But now finally we got the bad Ultron himself to add for the collection. Okay guys, that's about it for this video review. One last post that I probably will use for my collection display. Having Ultron just levitating or hovering over the base in this menacing open wide pose. I think it's simple, effective, but really menacing. And it's really an eye-catcher in the collection, because it's that's huge and massive compared to the tiny human-sized heroes of the bunch. So I hope you had some good insights on this release. I think the conclusion is it's a good release, maybe a bit hefty in price, so you pay about $380 retail price in the States. I think for $300, $320 it would have felt a lot better somehow, because you definitely feel a bit of low quality on the paint job somehow. But there's some nice and cool features like the light up, the base. But overall I think it's not justified to pay over $400 probably for the European collectors, and if you want it directly now from Hong Kong it's even more. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and until next time guys, bye bye.